to other games?
I have sad memories from our previous meetings at under 20 level. I don't like remembering some of. I remember 1987 team that had Gordon Opara in goal, and I saw them leaving from the airport, and he's saying, I'm going to be a monkey, I'm going to catch the balls and stuff, and we ended up losing. That was Canada. It was Chile.
Chile.
We lost 4-0. But I'm hoping the Golden Eagles.
Okay, wait. Chile. Okay, we're in Chile. Okay,
yeah, we're back in Chile. But not at under 20.
There's some history you don't have to see.
Yes.
Come
on.
We're
back in Chile.
Yeah,
and that's why
it hasn't been a good hunting ground.
It's not going to happen.
But because it's under 17.
But why did you have to bring it out?
I just hope now, today, this time in Chile, we'll defeat the Brazilians. Hopefully.
Okay. We better do that because some of the big boys are already out. Okay. So Nigeria needs to remain in that tournament. Of course, I wouldn't even pity Mali also. Croatia, the surprise team of the tournament also, they will be facing Mali. So that's another game we just have to look forward to.
All right. So big ups to the African teams.
Okay, that's to all of them.
All right, let's talk about the senior men's national team, the Super Eagles, and of course the list got us talking. And everyone is talking about Obafemi Martins. Some say a long time coming, and some say, this guy's a proven goal scorer, and you're having problems, people getting you goals, and that explains why he's in the team. But guys, do you think there's anybody that should be there that is not there this time?
I don't think so.
I'm struggling.
I don't think so.
I'm really struggling.
No.
You wanted the Nacho, you got it.
Yeah, we wanted the Nacho.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. When the list came out, when we saw the email from Demola Lajiri, the media personnel from Nigerian Football Federation, we're like, why is the Nacho not there? Why is Alex will be there? And at the end of an hour later, we saw another list because Nacho has been included. I was like, what happened at first?
I don't know.
Any inside information?
I don't know.
You guys don't know. Was it pressure on social media? Because I was reading everybody's tweets. Even Colin Udo, I saw him. I saw his tweet. He was like, "Why?"
Even before the list was released,
and there's no Iheanacho.
There were some publications. I don't want to mention names.
Okay.
Maybe one or two people close to the coach, or one or two people know what we don't know, and they derive a lot of joy.
Was there an omission?
A lot of joy from releasing the list before it actually comes out. It happens, and sometimes the NFF, really don't help matters. You release one now, next moment But all in all, with the final
list, I think we're satisfied.
I think there's really nobody now that you would want to be on that list that is not on that list. Well, just in case.
What about Victor Moses? Isn't there?
Understandably,
I'm not surprised about Victor.
Understandably,
he's still injured.
Okay.
There you have it. Kali Keme of Wolverhampton in England, and Ikechukwu Ezewa from Sunshine Stars, Dele Alapaso. He's back in the national team from Portugal. I think we actually need to start bringing in these young lads because of Vincent Yema. Abdullahi Sheu, also from Portugal, Kalu Orji of Enugu Rangers, Edison Echejile, AS Monaco, France, Chima Akaz, Sharks of Port Harcourt, Leon Balogun, of course, Mines, Germany, Godfrey Obabun, I hope he gets a visit this time to come around, Turkey, and F.A. Ambrose, Scotland, Austin Ubarakbo of Abia Warriors. And you have 6 home-based players there, actually. That's the ones who actually played in the order, talking about the African Nations Championship. Midfielders, Ogenyo Nazi, of course, Lazio of Italy, Paul Onobi, Sunshine Stars, John Mikel Obi, Chelsea, Rabi Ibrahim from Slovakia side, Trade. They have a Wilfred Ndidi of Genk, Belgium, and Sylvester Ibono of Russia. These are the midfielders from there. Of course, the forwards, and you have Ahmed Musa, of course, the captain now from CSK Moscow, Moses Simon from Belgium, from Genk. Then you have Odin Galo, Watford, Ezekiel Bassi from Eimba, Alessi Wobe, Arsenal, the Obafemi Martins, Seattle Sounders, and the USA MLS, and of course, Kelechi Iheanacho from Manchester City in England. So it's a good score. 24 from 23 to 24.
But obviously the talking point
is Obafemi Martins. Yes, now check his age. It's 31. And for Seattle Sounders, when he actually signed in 2013, everyone was like, why will you go to MLS? You're so young. But check appearances, he has made 71 and 40 goals he has scored. And so for Obafemi Martins, I think it was really a good move for him because there's some players who just want to rediscover their form and they feel there's a league that will actually benefit them. And they go there and keep working hard. And that is getting this result we're seeing now.
But a lot of people will say, it's probably back in the team because we're actually having problems. Having someone you could bank on, a goal per game. I was trying to talk about Glenn Hoddle. That was the name I forgot yesterday. Glenn Hoddle, the England coach, he said, if you're going to win a tournament, good goalkeeper, good defense, but you need a striker that is a goal per game.
Yeah.
And the only person that is close, or maybe two, Emmanuel Emenike and Obafemi Martins. Maybe after Rashid Yakin, if you're looking at strikers, people who I might have to throw him in. I might have to throw Ikechu. Yes, I might have to throw him in. So those are the few guys that the number 9 shirt didn't weigh down. You know, a lot of people have jokingly said after Yakin, anybody that puts that number 9 shirt, it's always a problem. Obafemi Martins on his debut in 2004 scored 2 goals.
Yes.
You know, and I was particularly worried when he left Spain and went to the United States because he was doing well.
Too.
He was on the top scorers chart, and when the news hit us that it was
even there was a time his goal was actually voted the goal of the week twice like that in Spain, where you have the Ronaldo.
He was playing for Levante at that point, and he left. But now you understand whatever reasons that you give, you understand
I think it's paying off now.
This guy is scoring, and you cannot ignore him on current form.
Yes. Of course not.
And the last time he actually made appearance for Nigeria was March 2013. So I think that's really a long time. Like after 2 years,
I hope he doesn't have the problem
back.
that he had the last time he played for the Super Eagles, because he complained of service. He was on the field, you know, some of the new boys probably didn't understand how he plays. There was little issues of communication.
Of course, they'll be in
but I'm hoping that the coach, because if you invite someone, you must know how to get the best
out of him.
So that's the issue. Some players do well for their clubs and they come to the national team and struggle.
Yeah, it happens. And of course, maybe they have like 4 days to actually be together for the first game in Swaziland. And after that, the return leg, I think they will now have more time to actually play together. And we'll have cohesion there. That's just what we're hoping. And they'll be able to supply. Well, you have a chain from the midfield, of course, to the attack, and you have a kind of a flawless game. That's what we're expecting in that game against Swaziland, because you guys have insisted that, well, you don't have a small nation anymore. So by the time you think, oh, I'm going to beat this team 6-7-0, they just bring up surprises. We've seen it on the 17 level. We've seen it at different level of football. Okay, now, talking the women's game now, the Super 6, of course, finally the date is here. It's going to be starting on the 2nd. That's on Monday. And for that, it was supposed to have started today, but because of some logistics and all that, stadium that will be used and the state that's going to host. So right now, it's going to be on Monday. And for the game, okay, there you have the participating team: Delta Queens, Rivers Angels, Bayelsa Queens, Nassau Amazons, Confluence Queens, and of course, Sunshine Queens. They all will definitely be in action. It's going to start on the 2nd and end on the 5th of this month, where it's going to be taking place Abia State, the Umuahia Township Stadium. So that is a plus. And the draws will definitely be done on Sunday. So all the teams will definitely be arriving also on Sunday, and the games will start on Monday. So at the end of the day, the 6 teams will be grouped into 2, and the winners of each of the groups will get to play and determine the overall winner. And then you now know who is actually the champions of the Nigerian Women Premier League.
No surprises for me from the participating teams. I mean, when you look at the Delta Queens, Nassau Amazons, you know, these are familiar names. You know, when you talk of women football in Nigeria, you know, they keep popping up time and again. So it's going to be a battle, you know, a tough one. You know, so whoever comes out victors, I'm sure, is worthy or deserving.
For me, I just hope all the conditions.
That's my opinion.
I hope the conditions will be right. You know, our ladies have shown that they love to play football. To get the conditions right for them. And I'm hoping that all the other issues surrounding the league, you know, we must say even the men too have their own challenges. So I'm not going to come here and start talking about the challenges, but I believe that all those things can change, starting with the Super 6. We get everything right, you know, and, you know, we can really do a lot with football. I mean, you see the way, you know, the ladies are really coming up in terms of football. You check the streets. Back in those days, it was growing up, it was like a male thing. Now you could see a female team that will stand toe to toe with a male team and not be afraid of your tackles and your kicks and do everything that you do. And so, I mean, we need to harness that potential, do a lot to bring out the best, you know, in all our teams. And I hope all the issues of walkovers, boycotts, non-payment of salary,
let's just put it aside.
all of those things.
Put in. And if you check what's happening in the league right now, you're having some, you know, African countries, you're having players coming from African countries like Equatorial Guinea and all that, you know, playing for the Nigerian Women League. It shows that it's really growing. If only they can just, you know,
in this region, even though we still criticize ourselves for not having. It's still in Nigeria. Nigeria is the only place where we have something that looks like a league.
league,
Maybe if they have a choice, maybe they'll go to South Africa. I don't know. But in this region, West African region, Nigeria, and the potentials are there.
Very,
Those
very,
of the administrators will do the right things, and
it's also very, very competitive. Well, like Amaju Pinnick said the other time that on 80% they're almost done with getting a sponsor for the league. By the time they have that, I think it's definitely going to be bigger and better than this one. But the Super 6 is definitely a good way to start, because usually in Abuja and all that, but this time around for Abia State to say, okay, I want to host the girls and they can come here and play, there's a stadium and all that, putting everything together to ensure that logistics-wise everything will be okay. Another thing is that they're definitely going to, get a participating fee, so which is another good one for the players. They can get something back.
All right, taking care of the Nigerian ladies there so that they give us the best in terms of what they do, how to do best on the football pitch.